Good evening, class. It's my pleasure to share with you the speech entitled Positive Learning Environment. Today, I will read my speech. I'm going to tell you what happened in one of my classes last week. A favor to ask. Please check out the emotional classroom climate for me and see if it's positive enough. That was an intermediate class with a few teenage students. While discussing the lesson, don't walk, and the test, each student got his turn to tell about the man who was hit by a car while testing on the street. Later, I asked them to tell more similar cases they encountered in their real life. It wasn't till then the real challenge began. They started getting busy searching for materials in their heads and sorted them out for an interesting story to share. According to them, wherever they go now, people using their phone they can see. On the street, in the park, in the restaurant, or even on the date, then the other students start laughing. And even in the movie theater. What? In a theater? Yeah, all the time, Max said. How silly. Then we all burst into laughter. This oral practice looked like chatting, but it wasn't. I bet you know what mentally and emotional charged moment these students went through. It could be tough and scary. During the whole process, they experienced fear and anxiety, yet still being encouraged to share. Their description was not very expressed, yet still being highly valued and praised. In a positive classroom climate, through constant learning and practicing, the students grew more confident every week. Whenever they finished the discussion, they felt like a star of the show with bright spotlights over their heads. That's the importance of a positive learning environment. It allows the students to express what's in their mind and also in their head without worrying too much about making mistakes, because they have been told that mistakes are nothing but new lessons. This friendly learning environment also motivates them to think harder and become more willing to share, because they always get positive feedback afterwards. They feel secure even when nothing comes to their mind, because they trust me to give a hand whenever they were in need. In a positive learning environment, students feel safe, welcomed, respected, and supported. Only then will they believe what I tell them. Learning English is really fun. Positive learning environment is the first place to nurture students' love of learning. Thank you for your listening.